Pressure testing gas lines and picking the right flexible connector length is critical for safety and appliance performance. Choose the correct 18-inch to 6-foot connector for the job. Never use flex connectors as a substitute for fixed manifold runs. And always follow pressure test and installation best practices. Flexible gas connectors are meant for final appliance connections, not for routing gas through floors or walls. Use an 18-inch or 24-inch stainless steel connector for tight water heater and furnace hookups, and opt for a 36-inch to 6-foot connector only when building movement or appliance placement requires it. Before installing, measure the straight line distance from the appliance inlet to the supply shutoff and add a small service slack. Do not coil excess length and avoid sharp bends that reduce internal diameter. Choose connector materials to match the fuel. Stainless steel for natural gas and propane provides better corrosion resistance, while properly rated corrugated connectors with listed fittings are acceptable where code allows. Inspect end fittings. Flared, pipe thread, or quick connect terminations require matching mating hardware. Use pipe thread connectors with approved thread sealants rated for gas. Never use common pipe dope not listed for gas. When pressure testing, isolate the flexible connector if the manufacturer requires, and use a calibrated gauge at the test point. Apply a test pressure consistent with local code, typically a low pressure for appliance connectors and higher only on distribution mains, and hold for the required time while monitoring for decay. If you must replace a connector, cut back to clean pipe, ream burrs, and use the correct taper thread direction and torque values. Hand tighten plus a specified fraction of a turn with a wrench per manufacturer specs to avoid overcompressing seals. Record connector length, material, and installation date in the service log so future technicians know the original configuration and can replace with an equivalent rated part. One of the biggest mistakes is using flexible connectors as permanent manifold or branch line piping, which violates gas line safety and code. Fix this by installing approved rigid piping for runs and reserving flex for appliance connections only. One of the next common issues is choosing the wrong connector length or coiling excess, causing stress and flow restriction. Fix this by measuring straight line distance, selecting the shortest connector that reaches without stretching, and avoiding coils and sharp bends. One of the third frequent problems is mismatched fittings or improper sealing, leading to leaks during pressure testing. Fix this by verifying connector end types, using gas-rated sealants or gaskets, isolating connectors during tests when required, and performing a soap bubble or calibrated gauge leak check after pressurization. BigHomeProjects.com lists local, vetted contractors who understand gas piping rules and can advise on correct flexible connector selection and pressure test procedures. The directory helps homeowners find trusted installers and helps contractors get work by connecting them with local leads who need safe, code-compliant gas line services.